All right, we just talked about the Clemson Tigers. Do I have this right here? Let me make sure I got this game right. Yeah, Clemson and Wake Forest in this one, and Clemson 21-point favorite, and the total 52. So you're looking at like a 35 to 14, 38-14, 38-17, 38-14, 35-14, right in there somewhere. You're going to have to decide which way it's going to go, I would think. Now, is Clemson really back to Clemson? I guess 21 is more reflective of the new Clemson and the current Wake Forest, and maybe getting back to Clemson being so heavily favored in games currently, right? Because we know that Clemson right now is not the same. You look at when these two teams played last year, and Clemson, they were just an 8-point favorite on the road and won 51 to 45. So Wake Forest had a good day. They got the money in that one. The total in that game was 57 and a half. In 2021, this matchup also went over. The teams combined for 75 points, and they went over 57. And Clemson got the money. They were only laying 3.5 in that one. Now, back in the day when Clemson was rolling, they would be favored by, like 35 points. And Wake did get the money at home when getting, 34.5, but the prior season, now we're dealing back pre-pandemic, however, but Clemson rolled 52-3, but that was in 2019. So I think we can all agree things have changed here a little bit in this series. The expectations from Clemson at minus 21 here now. So I'm sorry. Did I say is it 21? Did I get it right? Sorry, you guys. Yeah, 335, 336, minus 21. So Circa opened this game 20.5. And I did see numbers. The look ahead was actually much lower than this. So you're actually laying a little bit of tax here with Clemson. It's not real comfortable for me. I want to take Clemson, but I would think that Wake Forest is going to, right now, I think have a tough time scoring at this point. Yeah, that passing has been okay for Wake. They are averaging 250 yards a game passing in those 4 games so far. Wake Forest, of course, they lost last week against Georgia Tech, 30-16 as 3.5-point favorites at home. So that was pretty disappointing. They also failed to cover against Old Dominion in a 3-point win. They were favored by 2 touchdowns. Now, they did cover against Vandy. They were 9.5. They won by double digits, and they failed against Elon as a 30-point favorite, winning by 20. So, not great spread results so far for Wake Forest. Clemson, if anything, that was the win over Syracuse was a positive thing because it felt like everybody was on Syracuse. We're going back to old Clemson, and Clemson responded with 31 points on the road. So considering that they had to play that good Florida State team now, a 7-point loss, it doesn't look that bad. They were only getting 2 points on that day, but it looked like it was wrong, right? Because Florida State is looking so good. And Clemson did roll Florida Atlantic at home when they were favored by 25, and they won that one by 34. And here they are favored by 3 touchdowns again. I'm going to be on Clemson. So maybe the familiarity factor here, as I said, for Wake being able to cover the spread last season. But I'm going to take Clemson here to blow them out. Blow out. And Burley says here, He's taking over in this one. Thomas says he's taking Clemson and the over as well. All right, check to see if I got the line movement right here on this one. Because that look ahead, that 16 and a half look ahead, looks pretty cheap now. Man, I'm not getting a good price at all here, but I've got Clemson. I've got them shutting down Wake Forest here in this game.